Banter fam, happy Monday to you all. Okay, guys, choppy week last week. We spoke about the shakeout, right? And we ended up finishing the week with a very good pin bar candle. This is what we wanted to see. We wanted to see price accelerate. We spoke about the shakeout. We knew it could happen at any point, right? And we've been fighting for entries. But what we wanted to see was buying power. And yet again, we saw some news come out, Elon and Trump fighting and all these type of things creates the fear. It ends up getting bought up and ends up pumping, right? We also spoke about a bunch of liquidations on the longs, all sitting at this low 100,000. Bitcoin dropped straight into the zone and we ended up finishing the week incredibly strong. We pin barred. What does that mean, guys? It means that there is buying power sitting in at these lower areas and the buying power is starting to come in. Now, what we're also seeing is a pump from Bitcoin from here to the areas of $109,000 to $110,000 will liquidate up to $10 billion in shorts. Okay, so it means that last week the longs got flushed out the market. Okay, now the market's going for the shorts. Now the market is looking to start ripping up. And what we are seeing is not only Bitcoin strengthening up now, we're seeing a bunch of altcoins start to pop. Guys, I have easily 10 altcoins in buy zones right now, right? If you know friends that watch the show and need trades, phone them now. Tell them to watch the show. You've got about 1 minute until I start bringing out all the damn altcoins. It is time to be in. I'm in. I'm loaded. I'm buying. I'm even loading up my damn leverage accounts, and I'm ready for the market to pop back to the all-time high. So I hope you had a good weekend. I hope you rested. Okay, I hope you've rested these last couple of weeks because, again, when this market pops off, it is time to make the money, baby. I'm proud of you guys for staying in the hard times. It's now time for our damn reward. It is time for this. Wasting time. Let's go.
I try and help everyone in my space, and this is what I get. I try and fight the devils, but inside I'm just like Sniper. Welcome to 𝗬𝗟𝗨𝗕.
All right, Banter channel, hit the subscribe button, guys. Like it up. 76% bullish. Yes, 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 yes. This market ain't gonna shake us for nothing. We stay in the game, we stay strong, and we go. Okay, we don't have much time. The trades are gonna run away from us if we're not ready. So again, I'm gonna bring you guys both scenarios today, but I want to speak about the strength that has come from a devastating little drop. Right? It's little. We actually haven't seen a big drop in a while. Okay, altcoins have been just slowly draining, and what that does is remove people's interest. Okay, but again, I want you to be on this side. What do I mean? When you are buying, you're on this side of the fear. When you see the markets popping down, we are focused here. When the markets are up, we are in, we are sitting, we are relaxing, and we are making money. That's how the game works. Now what you are seeing over here is you're seeing us break some damn important trend lines. Therefore, market is ready to start popping up. There is liquidation sitting here at this 109, 110, which means there's a little trap that will form over there. We are ready for it, right? But the weekly is looking sexy, looking hot, baby, looking really good to see that there is still strength in the market right now. Markets pull back into a liquidity zone. We ended up holding these two areas of support, and now it is time for the bulls to step in. Okay, today I have a bullish mindset. I have a mindset of a little bit of rushing into trades that are breaking trends right now because I want to be ahead of the market, right? When it comes to that, then we will see that we got to make sure that the bulls rip up quickly. I want to see Bitcoin above $110,000 this week, right? I want to see it actually maybe even into all-time highs. Okay, so we're going to get the entries, make sure that as the markets pop, we go in the money, we put our damn stop losses in, okay, and then we wait for the real event. Now, again, a couple of important charts to pay attention to right now is this one over here, USDT dominance, right? This one has now basically showing us, again, when this thing's going down, markets are moving. But I want to show you guys, we're getting an important signal today, and the important signal is this. That's the signal, meaning the market is about to pop now. Okay, and it's going to start rushing down into these areas over here. We want to be ahead. You know what the best thing about entries is? That you fight in the hardest times, right, to get the entries, and it's a bit choppy. But the moment you get your entry, the pop happens and you have space. The rest of the market's got to come in and kind of figure out, should I buy now, should I not? The moment that this market lifts off more and more and more, the risk is increasing a lot every percent that it's going up. We want to be in the least risky territory, which means we fish and we trade in the hardest conditions, right? So this chart is showing tremendous strength over there, right? And again, I want to show you as well when it comes to altcoins itself. Altcoins are getting ready to get out of this damn resistance that's been holding us back now for the last 4 weeks. This is where the alts are about to approach next. From here, they're going to push up into this band. This was when Bitcoin was fighting $92,000, $93,000. Remember that a couple days back or 2, 3, 4 weeks back? Bitcoin was fighting that. That's the resistance we're about to pop in again. And I remember us saying, guys, buy Bitcoin at 88, 85. Remember those areas before we pop through. Because what you have here is yet again on the altcoins, your first weekly higher high. What are we looking for now? Our first higher low. From here, this is where the short squeeze happens, and we'll be sitting at all-time high territory very quickly. This is the hardest part to enter trades, okay? The hardest conditions to stay in the game. You get through this, the game becomes easy, and it gets hard for the rest of the markets. The rest of the alts were showing this, okay? They had a red candle close. ETH, for example, Solana, for example. What that meant was the Monday was going to start off red in the beginning and was then going to turn green, right? You have to see the picture. Again, Bitcoin's candle is incredibly strong. Great pin bar candle. When it came to a couple of the altcoins, though, we said we still finished a bit red. So what happens is the market starts off red for the first couple of hours, and then it turns green. And what I see happening is at any point an engulfing candle to get us back into the zone. These areas, for example, on ETH, where ETH was fighting here, you've had 4 weekly candles that have been wicking into the zone. This wall is getting eaten. It is getting eaten. This is where the bears are holding. After this, the next wall is only over here. Therefore, the combat stage is here. After that, it's free flow to here. Then we fight again over there. That's why this is the important zone. So again, you are running out of investment opportunities. One of the easiest ways to make money in crypto without leverage is fishing in the bear territories. Is fishing when they're down 70%, right? When they're down at crazy areas. And I want to remind you again that a lot of these alts are sitting at these crazy zones. And I'll quickly just clear the charts here. You could see that they are straight back in weekly support zones. Your Cardanos, your Dojos, your Solanas, everything is back at support. Do not forget to make sure that your damn investment portfolio is loaded up, right? Load it up. Put a couple of percentages. What's my high risk, medium risk, low risk? Buy your damn coins, set them in, have a little bit of cash for red days. And as the market goes up again, okay, make sure that you are slowly filling the cash meter. Just remove this over here. You're slowly filling the cash meter. So again, the market, your portfolio starts growing. 10%, 5%. Just have cash for those big red days. But do not lose faith or forget about your long-term portfolio as well as spot entries. Okay, let's get straight into it. Whew. I don't even have time. I even started the show 10 minutes earlier than what I usually start. And still the market gets ready, wants to pop, right? Couple of really good entries right now, guys. Cardano. Looking strong, baby. Breaking trend, looking fantastic. There's entries right now. You see how we broke out, retested in the zones now. This is your buy zones. Your buy zones are sitting in the areas between the 65 and the 68 cents. This is where you accumulate. After this, Cardano getting ready for a pop up to the 76 to the 80 cent mark. Then I think the market's going to play games. We want to be in before the market plays games because we don't want to be a part of those games. Okay, so when this market wants to pop now, then it's going to get ugly and then it's going to go. We don't want to be bothered by that, which means we got to fish in these areas here. The first sign is the break of the trend. The second sign is the retest. The third sign is knowing that the daily RSIs now are starting to move up. And let's jump to Bitcoin here for a second. Okay, because I'm going to show you the strength of Bitcoin now. Bitcoin is looking powerhouse. Okay, but look at the stochastic on the daily. Daily has now lifted off, which means that this was the time when it was going to chop. The moment that it starts exiting is when it actually starts moving. Now, the exciting part is you got to look and understand that there are emotions in every damn time frame that plays out. Here is still the confusing emotions. Maybe, I don't know, this looks crap, looks terrible. Then it starts moving up. Oh, I really hope this is real. Oh, this is real. Oh, shit, it's real. Oh, sell the house, get in. Right? So what that means is as this starts lifting off here, the confidence starts coming back. So we are still in that territory where we're only about to start exiting the hope stage. Once that happens, if Bitcoin's back in this 109, 110, you're just going to see FOMO kicking galore. So what that means is if you look at the RSIs, when they start moving to the upside, price starts moving up. When they get to the overbought section over here is where they really start rocketing. That's where we want. We want to fish on the slow climb up. By the time it rockets fast like that, we are in, we are set, and that's when the rest of the traps are going to come and enter the rest of the markets. So here is my plays on Bitcoin. There is still a lot of liquidation sitting at the 107 to the 109, guys. We spoke about them on the weekend, and you know what? When we bounce, we actually never hit them. This is what I left you guys with on the weekend, right? I showed you this over here, and I said, hey, we're going to pump up. We actually pumped up a little bit short. You know what that means? That wall's not only still there, it's even bigger now. Because this, where we've been sitting here, more shorts, more shorts, more shorts. Remember, when the market tanked last week, it wiped out the longs. This is why it's so important to know that traps are there to wipe you out. They're there to get you out of the markets. Market bounced, hit this area, back into the trend line, back into support. Now it's ready to hunt. Okay, so this is what my play looks like on Bitcoin for the day. Your support zones are here at 105, right? There's a short squeeze sitting here from 106 all the way to $109,000. So from here, we should start getting ready to climb up to the 109, 110. Then the rest of the world's going to start FOMOing in. We need to be in, set, and ready. Dominance is still looking strong, but it's a strong Bitcoin. It's okay. Altcoins are moving too. And again, this chart is telling me that a drop's coming in USDT dominance, which means a pump is incoming within the markets. Then there's a trap coming, and then there's another pump. So I need you to stay with me this week because, again, I'm entering a bunch of leverage positions, okay? But I'm going to show you how I'm going to build leverage positions up. So today it's about getting my first entries in the leverage positions. Other than my spot entries and the bigger ones, right? My more leveraged DGen portfolio, I'm busy filling. But I'm just getting something in now. On a 5x, 7x, the moment we pop and that trap plays out, I'm going to show you how I'm going to increase the leverage and grow these accounts incredibly fast, right? For me, it is now time. I'm sitting on the couch for too long with my damn leverage, right? It is now time to get up and go again. Here is your total 3. Look at that. We broke out of the wedge, guys. You see that? We broke out. We've retested. You know what that means, right? This is where the bulls are buying. This is where the bears are holding over here. And after that is a mega short squeeze of up to 20 to 25%. And then a big trap enters the market. So let's go through it. ETH lost some power the last few days, okay, ever since that whole debate with Elon and that came in. But I told you guys that ETH on the short term lost some power and we lost the trend last week. So I said the first bounce, not really, right? This one though, where this higher low here is important for ETH to load up on, right? Because again, if you zoom out on ETH now, because remember, that's just on the mid time frame. Zoom in a little bit. Let's zoom out now and understand where ETH is going next. ETH has big support right now in this areas of 2.3 to 2.4. It has big resistance at 2.7 to 2.8. After that, the next resistance is sitting at $3,500 to $3,700, which means in the lower bands over here, you want to accumulate ETH. When it breaks the top, ETH is going on a big rally. So it's a little bit short-term behind now, but it's an opportunity. It ain't something to say, it's weak again. ETH is strong. And again, don't forget where ETH is onto the Bitcoin chart. It is forming a bull flag, right? Once we are done here, we're pushing up again. And don't be surprised for ETH to start ripping again, which tells me that dominance can have its fun for now. But at some point, the dominance is going to come down, right? And it's going to fly into our alt. So the question today is what's showing a lot of strength? I want to show you guys. Solana, for me, is a token that I've been building a lot of right now. Okay, and a lot of a position, and this is why, and it is actually still in accumulating zones. Okay, so where are we accumulating? The goal here is to accumulate before we break the previous high, right? That's the goal, because that's when we're going to get moving. If you look at Sol itself, Sol's been fighting this wall over here where the bears are holding it, right? But once it's through there, it's going to start moving incredibly fast. Okay, so we could see that Sol was chopping to the upside. The moment it gets through this, and that's when it's going to speed up. So this area is the big resistance to accumulate. And when it comes to support, I put a bottom trend line in and realized that my big buy zones here between this 149 and this 155. Okay, that's where to accumulate on spot, where to build. Where to protect yourself is the 145. This is stop loss territory, right? It's basically under the main 618 territories here. But Sol is getting ready to pop. Dogecoin, breaking out, getting ready to pop. You accumulate. Again, if the market wants to come down in the next few hours, here, this is the zone to buy, right? The areas to buy of the 17 0.177, okay, and the 0.186. Okay, so that is the zone when it comes to Doge. Cardano in the sexy buy zone right now. Chainlink in the sexy buy zone right now. This is what I expect to happen with a lot of these alts. Sui is not in the buy zone anymore unless it's for spot. But do you see what I expect? This, where we hover, and one fat green candle comes and gives us that room. This should continue up quite a bit. There's resistance sitting above. Okay, but that is the play. That is the recipe that you want to see playing out, right? AVAX in the zone. I told you guys, love AVAX in the zone right now. Here is Say. Now remember, guys, there are trends and trends and trends, and I want to show you how this is going to speed up. Top trend is over there. Medium trend is over there, right? Short-term trend is over there. So we just broke out of the short-term trend. Now, if you're a believer in a bull, I use this to my advantage. I get my first entries over here. Then I get my second entries when we break that trend and retest. And then I get my third. What I mean by entries, I build my leverage up. So I start on a 3x. When it gets there, I'm on 6x's, then I'm on 10x's. I build my leverage up as I'm winning, right? But this also means with laddering in. If you have $10,000, you put 3 here, break this trend, 3 here, break this trend, 3 here, right? You accumulate, okay? So again, this is showing me anywhere out of this zone, we should pop, trap, and then we should start moving up pretty quickly to the upside. So Say is available as well at those areas. Let's speak about good old XRP. Right? Where's my XRP army at? I want to see where you guys at. XRP is looking strong, and I want to show you guys this. Let's zoom out over here. Firstly, XRP broke a very big long-term trend, right? That's good. We are now on this side of the line. Secondly, we then started making a descending wedge. Do you see where we are? I think XRP is about to pop again. I think an XRP pump is incoming. Okay. There's the top of the box. Previous high, higher high already from yesterday. I think XRP is in a great zone for some buys. I think XRP is going to start ripping up into the $3 again, right? Start moving incredibly fast. Injective protocol is looking strong for me. Another token that is starting to wake up and look strong. Injective, Algorand. There's Algo. You can see what's early and what's not. Algo is early. Ton is early, right? Ondo. There we go, right? Render. There we go. NAKA in the zones. We've. This one popped a little bit. Again, if it's popped a little bit high in the zone here, this is where I want the best leverage entry, which means if it's popped up there, you got to make yourself a question. Say, hey, where am I going to protect myself? 3%. So if you want to leverage this, it's 2x, 3x, not 10x, right? You have to buy it freshly out of the break of the trend to have a higher leverage, but spot, incredible over here on 𝗏𝗏 getting ready to lift up, right? Looking incredibly strong over there as well. So guys, market is starting to boil up. My traders, if you want some free cash, remember by signing up, okay, with my 𝗬𝗡𝗏𝗏, we have sign-up bonuses. Plus, there is a trading competition. It's a Sheldon trading competition for $5,000 on the line. Go below in the description. Okay, let's find it over here. And you'll find 𝗬𝗡𝗏, and you'll find the competition as well in those areas over there as well. Okay, I have Blofin, I have a BTCC, I have all of these incredible exchanges over here. If you want deals, load up, get your bonuses. Remember with CoinW, $1,000, get 1,000 back. You get in 7 days, those when you get the bonus, right? So any of those over there, big shout outs, and make sure you join for school because the new school is about to launch any day now. Couple of coins, the moment the market wakes up, your memes are waking up. Keep eyes on the memes. They're good trades, terrible investments, good trades though. They're breaking fresh high time trend lines, you know what to do, right? ICP is showing some strength. Okay, but we can see overall the memes are waking up. Therefore, I'm paying attention to when it comes to Solana as well, right? And guys, again, I've given you the alts that I think are going to pop today. Tomorrow, brand new fresh alts once the market starts moving. Then fresh alts, and we're about to get ourselves in rhythm. I've given you the trades today. I'll be back tomorrow. Let's load up some more. Let's update our stop losses, and it is time to make money. No more wasting time. I'm not even wasting time. Goodbye. I love you.